Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. And we are underway in downtown Detroit. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
Yeah, and all Jared Goff does every year, Mike, is lead one of the most prolific offenses in the NFL. But I'm not sure he gets the credit he deserves. I think so many people wanted to give credit to Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell, and rightfully so, as he makes this transition to kind of the next era of Lions football without Ben Johnson. I think people are going to see just how big of an impact Jared Goff had, not only in the 15 games they won last year, but they believe they have a Super Bowl contending team in Detroit.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's the third-round rookie pick, Isaac Tesslaw. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. That's caught. Left side, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It is a big play there for the Lions. An even 40 yards.
33-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. Ryan Brzee there for the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. On play action, Goff. Got his man at the 6. And he will get into the end zone. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lions. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Saints led out by the rookie, Tyler Shough. Interesting story. Off injured in college, the 3rd quarterback drafted out of Louisville with pick 40. Greg, he is now the QB for New Orleans.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. This will be a Saints first down as he takes it to the 35.
Gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Saints first down. First and 10
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Javon Vele was the intended target, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. DJ Reader getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
On fourth down, Saints' new punter for this season, Kai Kroger, set to kick it. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Lions offense ready to see the football for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive first and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 32-yard line. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
First down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. 12 more yards from him there, and another first down.
Another Detroit Lions first
And
down.
these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays.
To the goal line and in. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0.
Lions 14, Saints nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. First and 10, here's Shuck. He'll step up and run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
From the 35, here's second and a couple. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
On 3rd and 2, it is Shuck. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes, and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
A give up the middle with Kamara. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Hutchinson on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Chuck. He'll step up and run this. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of down.
That's good for a Saints.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
The first down pass. He was brought down by Mohammed. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 10. Kamara going to get it on the zone read here. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
50-yard line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Shuck. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion right. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the 1st quarter, they've done just that.
1st down, and they stick with Gibbs. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. He is just gashing the defense right now. 17 more yards with that one.
A couple of explosive runs here to start the drive, and now you got to ask yourself, what's the counterpunch? I think as this defense continues to pack themselves in tight, this is a prime opportunity to try to take a big shot downfield.
Right side, that's the port of the tight end. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Williams in motion. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a 1st down.
34-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
At the 18-yard line.
Another big-time run right here, Mike, and it's pretty clear for everyone to see what the plan is for this drive. It's to turn around and continue to feed the back, because right now, the defense has no answers to stop him.
That's right side and into the hands of Tisman. So we are through one here on Thursday Night Primetime. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin this 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 6 to begin. They'll motion a tight end right. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Detroit Lions 1st down.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they are on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
Their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is 1st David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions mistake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Saints, nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take this to about the 28. DJ Reader, as usual, from that interior spot with the play.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run here with Kamara. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
45-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's shut. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Now Shuck on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for New Orleans. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. And they'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. the play fake. Here's Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Williams in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
And he's going to have a Lions first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
That's quickly out to Williams. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game, where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
13 yards on the catch there. First down, Detroit.
38-yard line.
A run here with Gibbs. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. But there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held.
Still 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Goff. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
From the gun, it's Goff. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
And this is going to work out just fine. Kick goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The Saints offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Throwing is Shuck. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Now Kamara. He's got some space past the 20, and he's going to have this one up near the 28. They get an even 20 on that one. 1st down, New Orleans.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Off the play fake, here's Shuck. That one out wide for Kamara. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a give now to Kamara. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
Not a whole lot happening there, just a short pickup.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. In motion is Hill. On 2nd down, it's Shuck. There he goes again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a 1st down.
Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a 1st down.
It'll be a run out of the gun with Kamara. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
10 more yards.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. Olave is the motion man. Throwing on 2nd down, Shuck. He takes off.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain him. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. On the give, this is Kamara. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
In motion is Hill. They'll go. And here's Shuck. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll give himself up after picking up the first down.
It's a gain of 8.
I think this decision clearly comes to the fact that this head coach, he has a ton of confidence in his quarterback, understanding he's going to make the right decision in the right moment. And in this case, starts out as a passer, quickly decides to turn into a runner. He's able to pick up the first down.
Here is Shuck on 1st and 10. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Shuck to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. He'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. Now Shuck. He'll try to run for it. And he's in! Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a 1-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Extra point attempt still to come. It's up and through. And the Saints get back in it. It is 21-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. On first down, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one complete. It's to Small. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Goff. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
His throw, left side, for Tesla. He's got him. Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throws, clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. On first down, Shuck. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Shuck looking to throw on first down. He's going to air this one out. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. The Saints now going to try a field goal here. This about as short as you can get. No issues there. This one is good. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. Here's Kamara. This will be a Saints first down. He'll get this up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's 1st and 10. In motion is Hill. On first down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. But there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held. That's on the rookie, the first rounder out of Texas, Kelvin Banks. From the gun, it's Chuck. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Chuck. That one caught Devon Valens. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
To the right side here, pass is caught. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Well, they say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now on 4th and short, this coach has a decision to make.
On the zone read, it's Chuck. And he's going to have the Saints first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
For a Saints.
I love this call, Mike. Put the pressure on the defense to make the right decision. In this case, they decide to go after the running back, but it's the quarterback who pulls it and keeps it himself and is able to convert for the first down.
Chuck going to try to run it himself. He'll take this forward for about 5. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll run. It's Kamara. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd down, and here is Shuck. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
The Saints will punt this one away. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. I hit that a little too well. Lands a couple of yards in the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Goff to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. Room to run at the 40. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
20-yard pickup there. Good for a Lions first down.
First and 10.
What a good run there. That's going to put him over 100 for today's game, Mike. And it just seems as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
It's a toss play. Left to Gibbs. Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 28.
A pickup there of 28 yards.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Goff. And he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Here's Bates for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions will extend this third quarter lead.
Saints 10.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Saints offense ready to get back at it. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. the ground, it's Kamara. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now Shuck on 3rd down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A nice throw from the 2nd-round pick. It'll get him a 1st down.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
That's to the right side, and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
The air once more. Shuck. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing again, Shuck. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they'll try to keep it going. Goff to throw on 1st down. Quick throw here is complete. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry, and anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Goff. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and a yard. They'll run the sneak, and he's going to have a Lions 1st down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion, on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 45.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Still first down.
On play action, Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And he's going to take it into the end zone. It's a touchdown. There is a penalty marker down, but it looks like this one's going to hold up.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense. That penalty is declined.
Bates now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions tack on one more to their lead.
Makes the score Lions 35, Saints 10.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Saints offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now Shuck. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And no turnover here, but the guard's able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
On 2nd down, it's Shuck. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's 3rd and 7. To the air is Shuck, going for it all. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Second and 4 at the 42-yard line.
So we are through 3. And Thursday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On to the 4th quarter, and it begins with a run by Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on
the integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. Oh, and that throw's not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we sit up here all the time and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the 1st down chain, if he just catches that ball and turns upfield, they extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.
The Saints offense and quarterback Tyler Shuck heading back out to the field. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. Off the play fake, here's Shuck. Brought in by Chris Olave. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Give him 14 on that play. 1 first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing is Shuck. That one out wide for Kamara. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. It's a gain of 19 in the air. 1st down, New Orleans.
19 yards.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
On 1st and 10, here's Shuck. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
These are the kind of plays that give running backs bad names. I mean, there's nothing fancy about this. You're wide open, the ball's on target. He just flat out dropped it.
2nd and 10. To the air again is Shuck. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Aleem McNeil in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Shuck. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That's to the end zone and batted away. It's incomplete. They wanted 6. They come away with nothing and cannot connect on 4th down. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. Give to Gibbs, running right. And he'll get about 5.
Jahmyr Gibbs, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Kool-Aid McKinstry. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
A gain of 6.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium.
And he will score again. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record. Here's Bates for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Lions add on to their already sizable lead.
42, Saints 10.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Chuck. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This pass rush, it just won't quit, Mike. I mean, they had success early in the game, and I don't blame them. The defensive coordinator is saying, until you can prove you can block us, I'm just going to keep coming after your quarterback.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Shuck. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Taysom Hill working free downfield. A gain there of 20. It's good for a Saints first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Aleem McNeil. He gets through to drop him. And it's a loss of 4.
And anytime this offense gets themselves going in the right direction, it just seems like the pass rush finds a way to make a play of their own, and they have completely dominated this game up until this point, Mike. I mean, it is no surprise they're playing with the lead as a result.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. In motion is Hill. Chuck to throw on 2nd down. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
3rd and long. Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They'll go, and here's Shuck. This is caught. He's got a long way to go, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And this will be a Lions first down. He'll get this on past the 40-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, They have no answers whatsoever.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
At the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Gibbs. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Tight end going in motion here. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay.
Still 3rd down.
So now, after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Goff. He's got his man complete. That's to Slaw. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They get 22 yards there. First down, Detroit.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Think back to what they told us during the week, Mike. They said this primetime platform, this is a tremendous opportunity for us to show the entire league and put them on notice. And boy, after this performance, boy, have they ever.
The toss to the right, and here comes Gibbs. Good running inside the 25. And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of a
So they go
yard.
with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to have the 1st down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
1st and goal, and here's Montgomery. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
So it's a win here for the Lions. They take care of business here at home. It's a game they were expected to win. They had no problems in the end as they cruise to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.